Are you alienating your ideal customers? It's easier than you might think to fall into this trap. You want to teach them and you want to give them clear instructions of what they should do. You mean well, but it comes across as teaching and preaching. Instead of alienating your customers, your ideal customers, you of course want to be nurturing them. Here's how. I'm Deborah Atkinson. You're listening to Fitness Marketing Mastery, where I help you with marketing and sales strategies that are easy, enjoyable, even fun, so that you can build a business and a life that you love with the freedom and the energy to enjoy them both and to help a lot of people. This is April, and it is a month long, everyday podcast streak. All of them are probably 15, some of them less than 10 minutes in length, to give you a quick tip and something that you can put into action right now. Listen, it's 2021. We've just been through a year full of pandemic. Some of us are needing to rebuild or reinvent their brand. And you can do it, but you can't do it by thinking and worrying and waiting. That ship sailed. Back in about July, you had to stop that and suddenly take action and pivot and pivot and pivot again. But now it's time to really dig in, but not forget where we are in time. Okay, are you ready? Here's the deal. Instead of alienating your ideal customers, of course, we want to nurture them because we're going to nurture them along the path to buying the thing that you have that will help them get the transformation they want and solve the problem that they have. So, how do you do that? You have to raise them up, lift them up. You crave it, and I crave it, and so does your audience. Do you know there is a Facebook account, and I'm sure you're familiar with it, but I think it's called Positivity. And it is like huge. It's blown up because it literally is feeding people positive comments, positive memes, and that is it. It is as simple as that. But every day we're so hungry for it that we'll go looking for it, even if we've heard them before. So it is with you and I. I teach a concept in our mastermind that I'll share with you right now. Are you ready? Raise and praise versus teach and preach. It's human nature to avoid messages that feel like lectures, sermons, or our parents reinforcing rules. We run towards positivity and encouragement. It can be a challenge to know which you tend to use because you and I are like so close to it. We don't even realize we're doing it. So you may not realize you're doing it and yet still be. It's important to consider whether your content is answering a burning question for your audience and solving a problem for them. If it's not, you've got to ask, why should I post it? Why am I posting this? How many people are going to love it? How many people are going to smile because of it? How many people are going to nod because of this? And if you think about the content you're about to post and there is nothing there that you said, oh, yes, yes, and yes, think again. Either reframe the content that you want to use or throw it out. Let's start over. People find us and want quick wins. Providing a lesson or teaching won't do that for them or do any favors for your business either. So go back to basics. Think about these questions, three of them. Who do you serve? What do they want? And how do you help them get it? And everything you post should be just about those things. So here's what I tell you to do right now to get really good at knowing for sure, do you do more raise and praise or do you do more teach and preach? So go back and read 5 of your most recent posts, not the popular ones, just the most recent 5, and answer these questions about them kind of collectively. Does the post start with a question or a statement? So you should have 5 answers there. Does the post tell someone to do something or does it discuss a problem they have? Does the post jump to an answer or does it explore why there's a certain belief or behaviors that they default to. Does copy in the post text or does it copy or does it complement the image? Let me read that again. So I got stumbled up here. Does the copy that is in your post, meaning the text, the typing, does it mimic the text that's in the image or does it complement it? And does the image pique curiosity or tell the whole story? So, in parentheses here, there's no reason to stop scrolling if you're telling the whole story, right? In the image. So, your answers when you look back at all of those posts combined will reveal what you're defaulting to as far as posting and why you might not be getting as much traction with your posts. There may not be anything wrong with your message, but it could be the way that you're delivering it. You're just not quite hitting it on the head. So, how to avoid alienating your ideal customers? Raise them up, avoid the preaching. And at some point, if you're working with a client, you need to take on that persona of an expert who does give advice. Absolutely. But in your posts, until that strong voice is felt like to your viewers, a warm, fuzzy friend that I could call at any point. And you'll have a lot of followers to prove that. You can't be too in your face. And it's got to be about something. You've got to be posting about something that pulls a strong emotion. They've got to want that content. They got to be hungry for it. They've got to, oh my gosh, she's talking about that thing I've been thinking about. That's the reaction that you want. So, in reflection, if you go back and you're starting most of your posts with a statement, you might try a question. And if the post is telling somebody to do something, you might want to try discussing the problem that they have first. Does a post jump right to the answer or explore? So, if you're willing to explore why somebody has certain beliefs and talk using the word you, YOU, is the most valuable marketing word in the world. Make sure you're just talking to one person. So you want to be careful of saying, I know we've all heard this before. And by saying that, you actually tell somebody, so don't bother to read this post. There's nothing here that's new. So if you remove that part of the sentence and start from there, your posts will get much stronger. Do you see what I mean? So remove the things that they already know. That's a statement from world renowned author Stephen King. He has a book called On Writing, where he's actually sharing how he writes and is so prolific. But that's one of his secrets. You know, when you find yourself writing a sentence that the reader doesn't need to know this, they already do intuit this, take it out. So read through your posts and see, is there a place where you should have done that, could have done that? I'm going to put some resources in the show notes. Number one, the Facebook group where you can engage and we can do a little fitness marketing lab work. If you need some help, you want to talk a little bit more about what is working for you or ask questions. Happy to help you. Facebook.com/groups/fitness marketing insiders. And I will also link you to the next Q&A masterclass about the Flipping 50 Fitness Specialist. That's all in the show notes, and you'll find all of them on fitnessmarketingmastery.com. What are you waiting for? Go read those last 5 posts. I bet you your next 5 will be even better. Until tomorrow.